important, we have to put extra efforts if you are going to be the first speaker after the lunch break. So I request everybody to have attention, and so that I will also be motivated in this process. Okay, just to get your attention, I'm going to talk about in NBCC what kind of training initiatives which are doing, what kind of engagement initiatives we have, and what kind of, the capacity building programs which you do. But before that, I wanted to go, because I will be linking it to Mahabharata. So before to talking about my initiatives or the efforts which you are putting in NBCC to construct Bharat Mandapam or East Kidwai Nagar or Sarojin Nagar or all the AIMS in the country, all the IITs in the country, all the IIMs in the country, right? So I just wanted to ask one question to all the participants. This is relating to Mahabharata. Okay, now in Mahabharata there was a character who was a product of IIT Delhi, and then he did his post-graduation from IIM Ahmedabad, then he did his post-graduation, post-doctorate from Oxford University, okay? But he was not permitted to participate in the war, okay? He was confined to a war room, and so that was a tragedy for him. Any answer for this? Anyone who can answer in Mahabharata? Yeah. Come up. Somebody was coming up. In Mahabharata, there was a BTech from IIT Delhi. Then he is a post-graduation from IIM Ahmedabad. Then he did his post-doctorate from Oxford University. And he was one of the biggest warrior, but he was not permitted to participate in the war. Okay, Krishna, then Sanjay, he said. Who else? Bhishma hai, okay. Some more answer, please. Some more answer. Bhishma participated in the war. Ashwathama, okay, that's another answer. Okay. Okay. He was the biggest warrior of Mahabharata, but not permitted to participate in the war. He was confined to a war room. Okay, come on, some more answer. Yeah. Louder. Little louder. Come on, yaar. This Mahabharata is an epic for which we should be proud of. Some more answer. I'm sure you can answer. Okay, biggest warrior of Mahabharata, never permitted to participate in the war till 12th day of Mahabharata. Subsequently, he was permitted. Half of the Mahabharata, he did. Karn, big hand to madam, big hand. Okay, he is correct. When Bhishma Pitamaha was the army chief, he did not permit Karna because Karna had used a derogatory word against Draupadi in the Rajya Sabha. And Duryodhana went to him with a folding hand, please permit him. He said, no. Once I will be out from the war, either because of my death or my Sarasajya, then he would be permitted. Okay? Okay. Now coming to my subject on which I need to talk, nurturing skill development, enhancing organizational capacity within public sector units. Let me tell you too, the grooming which you do in NBCC, and as a result of which you could see all the IIMs in the country, all the IITs in the country, all the AIMs in the country, and Bharata Mandapam and Sarojin Nagar, Narojin Nagar, East Kidwai Nagar. This is all because of a small exercise which you do, the concept which you have derived from Mahabharata. This concept is called skill wheel matrix, right? Okay, now in Mahabharata, when Bhishma Pitamaha went for Sarasajya, then there was a debate and discussion happened among Kauravas. And in the discussion, brainstorming session, Duryodhana was there, Dusasan was there, Sakuni was there, and Karna was also there. Then they thought, who is going to be the next army chief? Then jotted down the competencies which are required to be the army chief. And they find they could eliminate one by one all the warriors, but there is one warrior they felt is suitable enough to be the army chief, but there is a major, what do you call, the competency which is lacking. That is Dronacharya. Do you know what he was doing? Dronacharya was having all the competencies to kill Pandavas, but he was not having the willingness to do. That means there was a skill set was high, but the willingness was low. That's the reason why they felt he's not fitting, but that did not have any other alternative. So finally he was met. So typically in an organization there are 4 kinds of people. One is skill is high and willingness is also high, right? Then there are certain kind of people, skill is high and willingness is low, right? There are certain kind of people whose skill set is low and willingness is very high. And there are certain kind of people, those who do not have skill, neither they have willingness to do. So now, how you are going to deal with them in the organization? So in NBCC, what you do, the skill set is high and willingness is also high. They are the top talents. They are the future CMDs of NBCC. They are the future directors of NBCC. And you need not to do anything. Just delegate to them. If you poke your nose on a daily basis, there are going to be lots of discontentment and they will be, their engagement level will also go down. Now, question to all of you, high skill, low will, how to deal with them? Skill set बहुत अच्छा है, willingness नहीं है, मैं कर सकता हूँ लेकिन करूँगा नहीं. How to deal with them? Motivate them. So some incitement to them, excitement to them, so that they will be motivated to do. Then comes low skill and high will. How to deal with them? Upskill them, train them, and motivate them also. And there is one more set of people in the organization whose skill is low, willingness is also low. What to do? हाँ जी? Layoff. इसको in public sector we call it 56J. I'm sure all of you know. And in private sector, I was head of HR for Airtel before joining NBCC. We are calling, at that point of time, we are calling it pink slip. Red card, sorry, pink slip. Or we call them, thank you very much. Kick in the ass. Right? So this is the way we are dealing with the people. So now, let us see how in the organization, how Bhisma Pitamaha was, after taking his Sarasatya, how the shortlisting process started and how they could narrow down that the next army chief is going to be Dronacharya. So let's start the first video, please. Can I start the first one? 50. Skill will metrics. Yeah. Friends, let me share with you one management lesson from Mahabharata. This is on skill will metrics. The epic is, once Bhisma Pitamaha took Sarasatya, Sakuni and Karna were deliberating on the next course of action of the battle. Sakuni said, Duryodhana has gone to pay his last respect to Bhisma. Bhisma might be telling him on his last wish that after his death, half of the kingdom should be given to Pandavas. Karna objected to this statement and said, do not talk like this about a brave warrior. Sakuni said, anyone who can stop you from fighting war surely has the courage to do so, but his loyalty towards us is surely a question. There can be no doubt that though Bhisma fought on your side, but he wanted Yudhishthira to win. In fact, the loyalty of our new army chief, Guru Dronacharya, is also questionable, since he still claims that Arjun is his best pupil. Dusasan also agreed to Sakuni. He said, who can be made the chief when Guru Dronacharya is there? Duryodhana replied, even if Guru Dronacharya is quite skillful to kill Pandavas, but he will also refuse to do so.
दुर्योधन को अब तक आ जाना चाहिए था मामाश्री।
अंगराज, हो सकता है गंगा पुत्र भीष्म अपनी अंतिम इच्छा बता रहे हो कि हे पुत्र दुर्योधन, मेरे जाने का समय आ गया है और तुम पांडवों को अपना आधा राज्य देना ना भूलना पुत्र।
किसी शूरवीर के विषय में यूं बातें करना आपको शोभा नहीं देता मामाश्री।
जो तुम जैसे महावीर को युद्ध करने से रोक सकता हो अंगराज, उसकी वीरता चाहे संदिग्ध हो चाहे ना हो, किंतु उसकी निष्ठा अवश्य ही संदिग्ध है। हाँ, इसमें भी कोई संदेह नहीं हो सकता कि गंगा पुत्र भीष्म युद्ध सदैव दुर्योधन की ओर से ही लड़े, परंतु विजय सदैव उस युधिष्ठिर की ही चाहिए। और अब जो महारथी प्रधान सेनापति बनकर आए हैं, उनकी निष्ठा भी बहुत विश्वसनीय नहीं है भांजे, बहुत विश्वसनीय नहीं है, क्योंकि अब भी वो ये कहते नहीं थकते पुत्र कि अर्जुन ही उनका सर्वश्रेष्ठ शिष्य है।
आप ठीक कह रहे हैं मामाश्री,
किंतु उनके होते किसी और को तो प्रधान सेनापति बनाया भी तो नहीं जा सकता।
मुझे तो लगता है कि आचार्य द्रोण भी पांडवों का वध नहीं करेंगे।
Let me share with you the management lesson from this epic. The skill will is a tool used by managers and leaders to assess an employee's performance based on two factors: their skill, competencies, and their will, motivation. Skill is how competent an employee at a specific task or how effective he is in his role. Will is how motivated he is to complete his task or perform his role well. There are 4 categories of employees in an organization. High will and low skill is the category in which an employee is motivated in his work but lacks the skills to perform his duties effectively. He needs guidance. High will and high skill employee is competent and has willingness to deliver. Hence, he needs to be delegated. Low skill and low will category employee has neither skill sets nor has the willingness to deliver. He needs to be directed. High skill and low will employee has the skills to do his role well, but he lacks willingness to deliver. He needs excitement. Both Bhishma Pitama and Guru Dronacharya fall in this category of high skill and low will. They had all the skill sets of warfare to defeat Pandavas, but they were lacking intrinsic motivation, excitement, and willingness to do so. They were emotionally attached to Pandavas, and for Dronacharya, Arjun was his best disciple. Thank you. Did you like it? When you like it, you clap for the presenter at least. Thank you. Thank you. When you don't get motivated from external stimuli, you say, Satapathy, you have done a good job. Okay. Okay, I'll finish in the next 2 minutes because of the time constraint. Second thing, what do you do? One is skill will metrics. Second is something called balance scorecard. As a CEO in the organization, you need to ensure that not only you take care of the finance, but the processes and the systems as well as people. Only when you balance among all of them, that generally happens. And Yudhishthira as a king, he was having equal importance he was giving to the training, warfare of the people, care of the people, and developing systems and processes. And there is one more concept called sharpening the saw. When Jayadratha asked to Dronacharya, I'm your student, and Arjun is also a student, but how come he is one of your best students? Now what happened, it's after getting the training, he sharpened his saw. He started learning and learning more, and he started learning new and new skills. But you were very, very happy with whatever I have taught to you. That's the reason why he has happened. He is doing so well. So that's the day. These are the 3 things I wanted to share with you: skill will metrics, balance scorecard, sharpening the saw. 3 things we follow in NBCC. That's the reason why we are standing tall and doing well. Thank you very much. Thank you.